Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for stopping by. I've tried to do like 3 or 4 videos here recently talking about metal flutter spoons. Really what I was doing was comparing some of the most popular flutter spoons against each other to see which one's the best. But when you're talking about them, they've been around for a really long time, at least the best ones. You're talking about the Kastmaster. Kastmaster been around since something like 1950. Hopkins Spoon been around since like 1949. Talking about Crippled Herring, Crocodile Spoon. That's just to name some of them. And really what I was doing was just kind of comparing to see which ones were actually just better. But there's a reason why these lures have been around for a really long time, because they catch some fish. At any rate, I'm kind of doing the same thing today. I'm going to be popping on some metal flutter spoons and just kind of see what we can get into. Expecting we're either going to get some catfish, we're going to get some perch, and hopefully a decent number of striped bass. So when I get out here and we start catching some fish, I'm going to get back to you. All right. Current's moving pretty quick. I'm going to start out trying to use this Hopkins spoon right here. This is 1.5 ounces, and I'm going to try my best to move with the current and see what happens. There's definitely a lot of fish. Well, that was the Hopkins. The ounce there might be a little bit too light. Looks like we got some boats coming up on me. I don't know what they're doing, but I'm sure whatever it is, it'll have to be right over top of where I'm at. That is the law. Law of the boat land. And GoPro is turned off. Of course it's turned off. Alright, we're coming up on some fish right here. Let's see what happens. Well, it's getting lots of action, just not lots of fish getting hooked up on it. Lots and lots of action. There's your Hopkins bass right here, or bass. So big, I think it's a bass. This does cut through the water quite nicely, though. This is a 1.5 ounce crippled herring. Whoop, there's a fish. There's a fish. Crippled herring fish right here. Pretty decent sized perch. 1.5 ounce crippled herring. This is a light action rod right here. Might not be the best idea, but we'll see. Do a little bit of left hand jigging when I inevitably injure myself. There's a fish. Whoa, a little bit bigger. That's probably a striped bass right there. That's probably a striped bass right there. Trying to dig. First striped bass of the day, crippled herring. Not a big striped bass, but striped bass nonetheless. There we are. Crippled herring striped bass. Another lure that might do okay is the crocodile spoon. I'm going to try an 1.5 ounce crocodile spoon. It might not be heavy enough. Right here, crocodile spoon. There's fish. All right, I guess that's going to be a striped bass. Crocodile spoon. Oh, there we are. Oh, nope, don't do that, man. All right, guy, appreciate you, man. Wish my cameras were working. All right, Kastmaster, 1.5 ounce. That was a fish, isn't it? That's a fish. No, it's not the big giant, though. Still a striped bass, but not the big giant. There we are. Let's get back down because there's lots of fish underneath them here. And because I got it on the other side, I'm just going to throw down this crocodile spoon real quick. Crocodile spoon just takes a long time to get to the bottom, and its presentation window is a heck of a lot longer. There's fish. That was the Hopkins and the crocodile spoon side by side, both of them being fished poorly. There's fish. Crocodile spoon. Catfish. Catfish. I didn't feel it rolling. That's crazy. Normally catfish, I feel them rolling around and stuff. There we are. There we are. Alright, we got the 1 ounce Kastmaster. This one's a chartreuse something or another. This fish hitting it. Yep, longer presentation window, and at least we're going to get a heck of a lot more little teeny perch, if not anything else. I think I'm going to catch unlimited perch now that I put this small one on. Unlimited perch, basically. It's a nice little striper. Kastmaster. He's trying to rip the rod out of my hands. See if I can tire this guy out for a second. Here we go. Where you at, bro? Right here. Right here. Let's. There we are. I can say they're hitting this lure with a lot more frequency. This is the 1 ounce crocodile spoon. Takes like a half hour to get down. Well, 1 ounce crocodile spoon finally. Get us 8 fish. How in the heck did you get that in your hole, dude? Just not as good as the 1.5 ounce version of this, and not as good as the Kastmaster, at least today. That's a 1 ounce crocodile spoon. Has a pretty long fall window. There's one. 1 ounce Kastmaster. Hooking them in the anus and stuff. I don't know why I'm hooking them this way, but oh, there's fish. Started off feeling like a decent one. Keep forgetting to count the fish. Got a striped bass right here, I think. If not, it's a pretty big perch. And this is the Hopkins. Yep, striped bass. Here we go. get him back in. So if I was going to give a ranking for lures today, the Kastmaster and the Hopkins, they're definitely catching some fish. Everybody's caught some, but they've definitely garnered more hits. I've gotten big hits or good hits with all of them, but it just seems like I consistently catch fish. I mean, I might not be catching great fish. I might be catching fish like this, but they want to go after it though. But the perch seem to really like this lure. I mean, they love it. All right, go back over to the Hopkins for a little bit. Now we do have a lot of small perch down underneath of us. The occasional striped bass. The occasional striped bass. I don't know that I've gotten any bigger of size fish with one lure over the other. All right, well, I'm going to keep throwing down the Kastmaster and the Hopkins Spoon. They seem to be doing pretty well. I'd like to catch a little bit bigger of a fish, but I think that is pretty much what everyone says. There's a fish. Thought it was going to be better, but well, I guess it's a little bit better. It's a striped bass at least this time. Yeah. Well, I'm going to say that's a striped bass. And I'm going to be correct. Come on, man. You have been caught, dude. Yeah. There we go. There you are, striper. Well, they're not into this heavier crocodile spoon as much as they've been into Kastmaster and the Hopkins. Just more of the same. Perch and such. Nope. I definitely have given it the old college try here with this crocodile spoon right now, and not that it's bad, it's just not as good today. That's fish. Kind of thumped it. Oh, that's a little better. All right. Gotta like the drag rippers. This is on the Kastmaster, the 1 ounce. If I can get this guy. I can get him up here. A bag. If he's gonna rip drag like that, he might be 24, 25 inches. He might be. He didn't feel like it when he first hit. This is a 12-pound line with a 20-pound leader on it. Unless I got him weird hooked somehow. I got a glimpse of him. It didn't look huge, but Yeah. There we go. Appreciate you, bro. Lots of perch that are this size, so this lure's catching me this size fish and 24, 25 inch fish. This one's got a little bit of spunk. There we go, striped bass. Striped bass. Yep, we're almost at high tide, low tide, whatever the tide is. Good fishing's almost over. Gotta make the best of it. Definitely a striped bass. Dang, man. I got the drag locked down a little bit too. Hope I don't break the line, but let's see what we got here. Oh, that's a nice one. Come on, man. Come on, bro. There we go. That's a nice one. Best one of the day, I believe. Let's see what we got here. We are at 29 inches, my friends. 29 incher. Oh. Here we are. Nice fish, man. 29 inches. That was on the Hopkins Spoon. Loosen that drag up just a little bit. There we go. Well, the striped bass bite is definitely picking up here towards the end of this tide. So we're up to about 63 fish so far. I've been fishing this Hopkins Spoon a lot. I can definitely fish the Kastmaster if I wanted to. I just like the way this Hopkins Spoon and this current gets down pretty quick. There's a fish. This is a little bit better. Head shakes. Yeah, yeah. When you hear that, it means better times are ahead. I mean, that's a 20 couple incher. Right there. There's a fish. That felt like a more substantial hit, but yeah, striped bass, but he's hooked weird. Ugh, sorry about that, bro, but dang, I'm gonna get you back at it. But I gotta count you. That's how that works. Ugh. Get you back into that bacteria-infested water with your eye infection. I'm going to switch back out to this 1 ounce Kastmaster. All it really has been doing is get me smaller fish and a lot more fish, but kind of want to be a little bit more fair about this. Can't just fish that Hopkins all the time. Well, I can, but kind of want to see what happens. Huh. There's fish. I was ready to say, I'm not getting the same level of hits, but that one feels pretty decent. Feels like a striped bass right here. And I always say it feels like it, but feelings aren't everything. As I've learned, feelings are not everything. I just hooked this one in its butt crack. All right, well, I think I'm going to wrap up day 1. So I want to get back to you on day 2, day 3. Hopefully I have day 2, day 3, but been pretty productive today. So far I've gotten 88 fish. That's pretty good. The biggest fish of today was 29 inches, and really just comparing some of the metal jigging spoons that I've got. And today, at least, the Hopkins Spoon seems to be performing probably the best, but the Kastmaster definitely a close second. At any rate, we'll see you back tomorrow, and we'll see what happens. Yesterday, I actually ended the video after I caught 88 fish. I ended up catching 223 fish. I got a little fish counter here, and that's what I was using to figure out how many fish I caught. Pretty productive. The lures that were really killing it for me, first off was the regular Kastmaster. Then I was using the Kastmaster XL. That was catching a ton of striped bass. And then another new lure for me is the Hopkins lure. I was using the 1 ounce version of it. I caught a ton of fish on that. If you're catching 223 fish, you're catching pretty much nonstop. At any rate, I'm pretty sore today. I can tell you what, catching 223 fish yesterday with fighting the wind, the waves, current, and everything else, I probably should have left a little bit earlier to have some recovery time for today. At any rate, when we get in location and we start catching some fish, I'm going to get back to you. It's going to be a striped bass. First fish of the day. 33 feet. A lot of fish down here. Hooked him weird. That's why I felt like he was fighting so hard. Oh. He's gonna act like that. I'm gonna kick him out. Try to get in position and go with the drift. So this is the Kastmaster, 1 ounce. Looks like a lot of stuff underneath of us at 29 feet. Those fish. That's feels like a striped bass. Yeah, feels like a striper. There we are. All right, I'm gonna go with the Kastmaster XL underneath of me, right here, 31 feet. There's fish. It didn't take forever. I mean, small striped bass. Nice striped bass? I don't know. Yeah, pretty good one. Pretty good one. Count him. Right there, bro. Whoa. Right there. There it is. There he is. That's the Hopkins. Whoa, yeah. Whoa. We're on the striper pod right now. Well, the bite is picking back up here. And That's not a big one, but that's a striper bite, and it ripped some drag, so that's good bite. All right, let's get back over here, and I'm gonna take this Hopkins a little while. I got something that's not a striped bass. Well, that's when you happen when your lure's too good. All of them want it. Kastmaster XL is catching me a bunch of fish today. Kastmaster XL again. If I can stay in position over here, I'd be able to catch a fish. Oh, that's a nice striped bass right there, bro. Oh. There we are. One lure is going to seem like it's reigned supreme, and the next day, it is a dud. That's Crocodile Spoon. All right, I think I'm going to wrap the day up right here. My batteries are running low. I'm probably going to still do some more fishing, but today the bite has been a heck of a lot tougher. I've only caught 52 fish today, which sounds like a lot, but compared to yesterday when I caught 223, that's not that much. So today the lure that was actually pretty much catching all the fish was the Kastmaster XL. Everything else, I catch a fish or two here and there. The biggest fish on the day came on the Berkeley Vibrato. So Vibrato still catching some fish, but it was intermittent. I'd catch some with it, and then the bite would totally shut down with the Vibrato. But the Kastmaster XL was doing all the business. The rest of the lures barely caught anything. Yesterday, the Hopkins lure was catching so many, I mean, big fish, best fish, lots of fish. Today, I don't think I've caught a single one on the Hopkins spoon, so it just goes to show you. I don't know if I'm going to be out tomorrow or not, so I guess I'll find out, but if not, if I'm not out on tomorrow, then you guys will know before I do, so I guess until next time, I'll see you on the water. Oh, I lied a little bit. Got some striped bass in here using the Crocodile Spoon. Saw some big spools of bait, and I said, you know what, I'm going to drop underneath that with the Crocodile Spoon. It's going to float down, and guess what? He got us a nice little stripey. Trying to get the leverage on me. These guys, they know how to get off. I'll tell you that right now. They know how to get off. There we go. Wriggly. See if we can't do another one. There's the fish. Gonna be another striped bass right there. Crocodile Spoon. Ounce and a half. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'll take this evening bite. Hasn't been great up to now. Another nice one. I'm gonna go straight back down. Crocodile Spoon to the rescue here. Probably could use a lot of other things right now if I wanted to. There's a fish. They were missing it until they weren't missing it. That's gonna be a perch. Is that a perch or no, small striped bass, I guess. They'll confuse you a little bit once in a while. That's an alright one. It's an okay one. Oh man, guys. Too strong for their own good sometimes. Sun's about to set. There's a fish. You got it. You got the hooks. Oh yeah. That's a pretty nice one. Well, it's pretty funny. It's calling the trip over with. I think I got a little teeny bit of battery left, and using every bit of it for these fish. Every bit of it. There we are. Another good fighter. Hammering it. Just trying to keep tension on the rod all the way down if I can, because I'm missing hits. That's what I'm doing. That's a fish. And I dropped him. Just as fast as I had him, I dropped him. Oh, that's a fish. Oh, just as I start pulling her up. Just as soon as I start reeling up on it. Oh, this fish is stronger than me. Oh, man. Man, don't you love the sound of that drag? Oh, this dude's digging. He's digging. All the bass are over here. Oh. Now we're gonna get a look at him. We're gonna get a look at him. Ugh. Ugh. Yeah. Yep. That's a nice one. There he is. Up in the water column. Up in the water column. Not as big as that other one we just caught, but these are all pretty good fish. Did I drop my pliers overboard? No, I didn't. Huh. There's fish. There's fish. As soon as the bait fish come, so does the striped bass. Let him go. Real quick, that's exactly how you want to do it, right there. There's a fish. There we are. That's not quite as big, but fish all the same. Found the bait ball, just dropped underneath of it. That was it. That was the whole plan. Drop her back down. See if I can't do another. There's a fish. There's a fish. Yeah, I cannot see the line. Get you back in quick. I've been comparing mostly just flutter spoons pretty much all fall and this early winter time. This year I decided I was going to try a bunch more. So Hopkins Spoon, Crippled Herring, I've used the Crocodile Spoon before. So I've been trying a bunch of different things, and on different days a lure can be king, but for the most part the Kastmaster, at least the way that I'm fishing it, has performed overall the best. I mean, a lot of these lures have been around for over 50 years, and there's a reason they've been on the market that long, because they're consistent performers. And it's not like I'm in a pond here and these fish have seen these lures before. These are anadromous fish, and for the most part, they probably this is the first time I've ever seen this lure. All right, it looks like I found some right here. Let's see. Yeah, found a lot. See how long it takes us to hook up here. Just got down. Let's count her out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 seconds about. There we are. There's fish. All right, this fish feels a lot stronger. This fish feels a lot stronger. Not ideal, but we did it. There we are. That's a fat one. All right, I'm gonna get down because you guys can see as well as I can. There's fish underneath me. This is the ½ ounce. There's fish. The ½ ounce Kastmaster. Oh yeah. Pulling that drag down. Pulling that rod tip down. Yeah, that's a fat one. That is a fat one. I wish I was better at grabbing these guys, but I'm not. Holy cow, look at the fat stomach on this bro. Look at the fat stomach on this guy. Look at that fat stomach. That's crazy. Oh man, won't let go. All right, throw the ½ ounce down again. Honestly, I like working the 3/4 ounce better. I'm probably better at working it. But I really need to work up my ability to use the ½ ounce lure. You saw the line go slack on that guy. Yeah. Yep. There we go. Got fish poop in my mouth. Oh. Oh, yeah. Fish time. Oh, yeah. Whoa, this is a big one. Or bigger one. Maybe the biggest one of the day. I don't know, but it's heavy. That was hard to do with my fingers. I'll hold it up. I'm not going to measure it, but... I got to work out or something, man. These fish are overpowering me. All right, let's get back down. The Kastmaster, I'm telling you, it fishes the best in the most type of conditions. And really, there aren't days where it's completely and totally ineffective. It just might not be the most effective, but it's pretty much always effective. There we go. And dropped her. That's fine. Oh, there's fish. There he is. Feels like he might be weird hooked. when I get fights like that, I don't get a lot of head shakes. A little bit of shaking, but don't feel like the normal head shakes. Oh yeah, I do. Head shakes there. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Good fish is what that is. Ugh. Is this the biggest one of the morning, day? Ugh. Fattest, one of the fatter ones. Ugh. There you are, guys. Get the release. There he goes. First fish. Oh, let him go. That's fine. First fish. Ah. That fat one right there. That is a big old fat one. First fish. Looks like there's some fish coming close. There's fish. Just like I said, fish coming. A little bit smaller guy. A little bit smaller, but he's still all right. There we go, another slimy little guy. Oh man. Whoa, he has not been eating anything that smells good, that's for sure. Fish. Let that dry, or open the bail, let it drop. And hopefully they didn't hail it too far, because that's what happens. Yeah, it looks like this one will probably be okay. There we are. Back down, count it, and you can see that fish finder just as well as I can. They got fish all over the place around here. Holy cow, man, I've got to leave here. I should be heading back to the dock right now. It's going to be a close call for all the stuff I got to do today. Oh, there's another one. Non-stop striped bass, man. How often do you get a non-stop striped bass bite? I mean, it don't happen every day. It don't happen to me every day. I catch a lot of striped bass, but a lot of times I gotta work for it hard. And today, they're gifting them to themselves to me. I'll tell you what, my shoulder is getting tired. That's for dang sure. Back down with you. Those fish. I gotta be real. I'm starting to get my shoulder getting pretty worn out here. Just because of that very reason right there, man. The head shakes and the crazy fighting, man. The crazy wintertime fighting. There we go. That's fish. Go on, good night. All right, counted him and move on to the next one. There's a fish. I don't know if this is going to be a good finale, but oh, he feels like he wants to fight. He feels like he wants to fight. Oh, he looks good. He looks good. That looks like a good finale fish right there. That looks like a good finale fish. Daggone, man. It's not how I want to grab you guys. Well, that was a pretty successful fishing day right here, my friends. There's our last one. Oh, at least that's what I'm going to tell you is my last one. Do not tell anybody. Keep this our little secret. I'm going to throw back down here again. But it's between us. Okay? Keep this between us. If you want to keep being friends with me, you cannot tell on me for staying out too late. Today, with the amount of fish I've been catching early on, wasn't catching much, but found a pattern using a light enough lure. That's pretty much the thing that you always have to balance whenever you're vertical jigging is the lure has to be just light enough to get all that flutter time, that presentation time, while maintaining verticality while you're jigging it. And so today that was a 3/4 ounce lure. It took me a while to get to that point, but once I did, I really started catching the fish. Well, that's going to wrap it up for me today. It's been a pretty productive day. So far I've caught 47 fish. Wintertime fishing, late fall fishing, if I catch 47 fish, I consider that a pretty good day. I've been comparing a lot of metal spoons over this late fall, early winter, and the Kastmaster has proven itself to probably be the #1 lure overall for me. It's been around since the 1950s for a pretty good reason. I've been putting it up against a Hopkins Spoon, Crocodile Spoon, Crippled Herring, just to name a few, and really consistently performs better than pretty much everything else. There are some days where a particular lure, like a Crocodile Spoon, will catch the most fish, but on a consistent basis, the Kastmaster really performs the best. I thought that today was actually going to be a pretty bad day. Next thing you know, I'm over top the striped bass, catching them hand over fist. Pretty phenomenal day. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and until next time, I'll see you on the water.